Welcome back, everyone. I hope you all watched Wednesday's video, because this video is linked to Wednesday's video in a way. Well, it definitely is. On Wednesday's video, I showed you the 3 tunnels of Harecastle, the hill here, where we have the original Brindley Tunnel, the original Brindley Canal Tunnel. I showed you. We have the Thomas Telford Tunnel, which is still in use, Canal Tunnel, and the old Rail Tunnel, which was actually built in 3 parts. Only the top northern part now is still in use. Well, this, as I say, is linked to that video. In this video, I am going to do from literally where you saw me getting on the boat to go through the tunnel. And this is going to be you going through the tunnel and coming out the other side, going up to Kidsgrove. And, well, I don't actually show you more on that, but that's where I'll go to. I sort of stop the video just before I go down the top lock at Kidsgrove to moor up, because you've seen me do all that before, so this was a little bit different. Anyway, what I want to let you know also is, today being Saturday, on Monday I'm going to release a video also, an extra video of Harecastle Tunnel, and the Monday's video is going to be an unedited version of the complete transverse of Harecastle Tunnel from start to finish. It's quite a long video, it's about 45 minutes long, but if you're interested in exactly seeing what it's like and how it looks inside the tunnel, this is a great video for you to watch. If not, don't bother with it. You'll see more on that video. Well, you see, this video is extracts from that video. So if you want to see more of what's in this video, basically, watch Monday's video. I have a light I've actually put up for filming going through, so you actually get to see basically every brick as you go through the tunnel, or the roof of the tunnel anyway. So anyway, it's enough of me chatting. Let's get on with the video. So it's my turn, so here we go. See you next time. With the filming lights on that I made, which is sitting on the hatch just in front of me, it's amazing how much more of the tunnel I actually get to see at the back end. You can see all the brickwork, etc. It's a different outlook actually to what I've ever seen going through a tunnel before, because I normally don't have any bright lights at the back, only at the front. All of the smoke and fumes and particles in the air you can see at the moment are not all coming from my boat. It's because the fans are on and it's pushing everything up past my boat from the boats behind me. These fans that push the air through the tunnel from the entrance we came into and out the other end were put in to actually literally clear all the fumes out of the tunnel to keep it safe, because there are no ventilation shafts within this tunnel. Of course, when it was built, there was no such thing as an internal combustion engine. You can see in places along here where the water is dripping down through the tunnel. You may notice a change in the engine revs right now. I've slowed right down to just about tick over. Reason being is I'm actually catching up with the boat in front of me. We are told when you enter the tunnel to keep up a normal cruising speed. I'm not quite sure. Now we're approaching some of the lower sections of the tunnel. They're getting a bit panicky in front or what's going on, but they've slowed right down. So of course I have to do the same. The yellow painted bit there, of course, shows the change in the profile of the tunnel. You don't hit your head, or try not to anyway. If you look carefully here to the wall on the left hand side, you'll see an arrow pointing backwards. That means we're not even at the halfway point yet. We're now approaching one of the lowest parts of the tunnel as we go through it. Of course, I'm imagining when it was built, it was pretty even height all the way through. This height differential now is also due to subsidence within the tunnel, just like the Brindley Tunnel originally had problems with subsidence. I'm not sure how much longer this tunnel will be navigable, but we all hope it will stay open for years to come. You may notice that this tunnel is slightly wider than a lot of single-way tunnels. That's because when it was originally built, it did have a towpath here on the right-hand side. The towpath was removed so boats could line up in the centre better, and especially under power, weren't scraping up against the walls as often. And of course, with the change in the height of the ceiling where it's sinking slowly, it gave more head clearance. You may notice now that the arrows on the left-hand side wall are now pointing in the opposite direction. That means we're closer to the entrance that we're going out of than where we've come from. We did, of course, pass a marker point somewhere along there. I can't remember seeing it to point it out, where there was an arrow pointing in both directions, which of course would have been the middle part of the tunnel. We're just approaching now on the right hand side. There's a little inlet tunnel. This would have been put in to allow water to come in rather than building up pressure behind the bricks. We're just going to now to what looks like a sort of abutment in the water here against the side of the wall. I've never seen this before. I must have hit it, I'm guessing, a few times. It looks like a lot of boats have. We are just approaching now the last major profile change within the tunnel. If you look now at the front of the boat, you can actually see the end of the tunnel. I haven't been able to see it really coming through the tunnel because there were so many boats in front of us, so they were actually blocking our view of the end of the tunnel. We're now on the last few meters before we emerge out of the tunnel and back into daylight. Like it's afternoon, it's the slowest trip I've ever had through there.
All good?
Yeah, all good.
Slow.
Yeah.
Make sure you stay left, go under there.
Yeah. That was close. I was going to try and hit reverse, so I thought I'm never going to stop in time, I'm going to just go straight into it. I'm better off just tapping and getting by. I'm now on my final approach to the top lock at Kids Grove. We'll shortly go past the entrance to the Macclesfield Canal. I'm going to moor up just below the top lock here at Kids Grove. There's a little here just up on the right hand side, and I'm going to do my shopping. There's also a big Tesco's just up around the corner. Also, a big thank you goes out to all you for watching, subscribing, being a Patreon supporters, PayPal supporters, and Super Thanks supporters. If you're not already subscribed, please do subscribe. It really helps the old YouTube algorithm out. And click the old bell notification button. That way, YouTube should inform you every time I upload a new video, especially if you click the all options as well. That way, they definitely should inform you. Well, that just leaves me to say thank you very much for watching. Trevor out.